Uh, Coach mentioned how important it was that the bench contributed strongly tonight, mentioning Isaiah, Gavin, and Nate. For the starters, how does it feel to know that you've got that support coming off the pine for you guys?
Yeah, it's tremendous. I'm really proud of those guys. To be able to come off the bench is not an easy thing to do, so it's figuring out your role and starring in it, and they did an excellent job tonight. We got in foul trouble. Vic, was down, wasn't himself tonight, and for them to be able to step up and kind of help fill that void was big for, I think, them, and it was huge for us tonight as well.
Sanjay's obviously been playing at a higher level. I mean, last couple games, and it seems like his rebounding numbers have picked up, specifically since Pardon went out. Have you seen something different in him over the last week or two?
Yeah, he's hungry for them. I mean, one, it feels like the ball's just landing in his hands for one, but two, when it's not just doing that, he's attacking it with great, passion and drive. I mean, I feel like every time the other team misses a shot, he's going to get the rebound, and sometimes I feel like I'm in his way to get the rebound. So yeah, he's been attacking the boards really well, and him stepping up to this level has been tremendous for our team, especially in the Dayton game. But even tonight, I think he had 10 rebounds the first half. Just great effort.
Chris mentioned that heading into the game, you guys obviously talked a lot about finishing off teams because of the last couple weeks. And he said the coaches were ready to do that, emphasize it again at halftime, but you guys were already talking about it before the coaches got to the issue. Who brought it up, and what does that say about the maturity of this team?
Yeah, I think it was more collectively. I don't think it was a specific person, but we went through the things we wanted to do defensively. We needed to talk more. We needed to have active hands. We needed to take away their threes, because that's how they were wanting to get back into the game, and that's kind of their identity. They had hit 30 threes the last two games, so for them to only hit 6 tonight and a couple were late, we really were able to kind of take away their identity offensively, and then we just executed. So that's what we were just talking about at half, is just putting a full 40 minutes together instead of playing a tremendous half of basketball and then kind of not showing up that second half.
But the idea that you guys were doing it without the coaches, is that sort of a measure of the maturity we talked about?
Yeah. I mean, we had addressed it, with coaches in there. We had addressed it in the film session going into this game, and then to see it carry over shows a lot of maturity as far as just carrying things that are going on in practice over into a game, and that's huge. That's what makes a good team a great team.
You talked a couple games ago about Isaiah being your younger brother,
Yeah.
and the need for him to slow down.
Yeah.
Is that what we saw tonight?
A little bit. I think there was a couple plays he did get sped up, but yeah, I thought he played great tonight. And you see he's a lethal weapon. He can really shoot it, and he's a quick jitterbug, so he can be tough to keep out the lane, and he just has a great scoring knack. So when he slows down, he's lethal, and he's a great weapon for us off the bench, and I'm really happy for him. I think this should help his confidence and hopefully allow him to grow a little bit.
And with the Big Ten coming, how important is it for this team to have a one-on-one player? A player who can create one-on-one.
Yeah, I mean, there's always going to be late shot clock, so when you have multiple guys that can create their own shot with Scott, Vic, and I, and then you add Isaiah, who's just a different style of one-on-one than we are, then it just makes it makes the other team really have to lock into what we're doing. And he can also create shots for others. I don't know how many assists he had tonight, but he had a couple great passes. So he sees the floor too, and he's a willing passer. It's growth.
What do you see? I mean, you guys have one more non-conference game left, but what do you see at this point in you guys as you head into the conference play this year that's maybe different than what you saw last year? And that was a team that won 20 games. So what are you seeing that's different right now at this point in the season?
Yeah, I think we've done a great job. Other than one game, I thought we've showed up and been ready to play from the jump. And, previously we hadn't gotten off to great starts in games where I don't know if we've had a bad start in any game. and we've just been ready to play. We come every day, we play hard, and I think we're a little more talented, honestly, too. I mean, that always helps. Thank you.
Gavin, career high tonight scoring, and this year in general, you've, I think, been more looking to score. Is that something that has been an approach for you coming in? Is that something that coaches played with you? Or is that just the nature of kind of the team you
Yeah,
have?
absolutely. You know, with Trey and Ola being gone, you know, that's a lot of minutes, that's a lot of points, you know, being taken away. And, you know, people are locking in on Bryant, you know, Vic stepping up, Scotty stepping up, Isaiah stepping up, Tap stepping up. So one of my roles is as a four-man being more of a threat. I feel like in past our four-man, you know, hasn't been much of a threat. And with me being, you know, able to score, they have to guard me. They have to, you know, they can't like double team Brian off pick and rolls and things like that. So by me being a threat, defenses have to change and adjust to it. So that's one thing I really worked on in the postseason because a lot of my ball screens with BMAC, they're going to trap. So by me being able to threaten score, people are going to have to rotate.
So, I mean, you had 19, Tap had 12, Isaiah had 15. Does the bench just feed off each other when you guys are scoring like this?
Yeah, you know, we love it. You know, we come off the bench with a lot of energy. You know, that's a great thing that we have on our team is that we have multiple people. You know, I think all 8 of us can start on this team, you know, and I think Coach knows that too as well. So being, you know, coming off the bench with a bunch of energy, and I think teams don't really, you know, like kind of prepare for that. Guys coming off the bench and, you know, being high-level players and being able to score and make plays. So, I mean, I love it. I love coming off the bench. So it's awesome.
You've been part of this group that's been filling a lot of the void since Derek's been out underneath. How important is he to have back as you guys get into the conference games?
Man, I can't wait. You know, Derek's a huge part of this team. Even when he's injured right now, he's still a huge part. You know, everyone loves the guy. He's a huge threat down low. He's a shot blocker. He's a defensive stopper. You know, he's an offensive scorer. I mean, he's, you know, the man in the middle. So when Derek gets back, you know, things are going to kick, you know, a whole nother notch up. Can't wait for him.
And just one more thing, what do you see in this team at this sort of, compared to the group last year at this point in the season, you know, heading into conference play, what do you see that's different maybe from that group that won 20 games?
I see kind of like a togetherness group, and we're all on the same page with things. I think we're all older guys now, so we understand what it takes to win at this level. Anyone can win, anyone can lose. You see a lot of Big Ten teams that are losing to mid-major players and mid-major schools, and things like that. So this group, you know, we've been kicked down before. We've been, you know, disrespected. We've been, you know, not really prepared for by other teams, and so we've gone through a lot of adversity. So I think, you know, with this group, you know, we're a mature and older group, so we're able to handle a lot.
To take the question a little further,
Yes,
Chris
good.
always talks about how it's been a process of the evolution of the mindset, the evolution
Absolutely.
of the culture. Where's it gone? Where did it start, and where is it now?
Yeah, I mean, a huge thing from what I've learned is we used to play that we didn't want to lose, but now we're playing to win. So that's just a different mindset. We used to be a little bit more held back with things. When we had a lead, you know, we're less aggressive and things like that, and you can't do that at this level because teams will, you know, pounce on you and attack you and score. And, you know, it's happened actually a couple of times this year. It happened a little bit. But we're able to, you know, fight through it now, and we just keep getting better between every game. But it's a mental thing, I think, for sure. And knowing that everyone has our backs, and this group's been together, you know, for, you know, 3-4 years. So, you know, it's a great thing to kind of grab the freshmen and pull them straight up to where they need to be.
Brian even talked about, he said, in years past, you guys would go into games and sort of hope to win. So,
Exactly.
If we play well and one of their guys plays bad, maybe we win. But
Exactly, yeah.
now you expect to win every game.
Yeah, we come in with a cockiness and, you know, kind of like a edge on our shoulder that, you know, we're better than the other team, and, you know, that we can play better, we can beat them. You know, Brian's exactly right. You know, we used to hope that, we hope we win, we hope he misses shots. You know, I hope I make this shot, but now we're like, we're going to make this shot, we're going to win the game. You know, we're going to shut out their best players.
And on a lighter note, what happened to your nose?
I just got hit.
Bleeding the whole game?
I don't know. It was bleeding at first, got pulled out. You know, Jen, our trainer, does an amazing job. Patched him up and got right back in. So I think it actually made me play better, so I might keep it with the headband. So it's not a bad look. So With the flow band, exactly.